So, after much hype and anticipation, the Oilers finally kicked off their season Saturday in Sweden and fell flat on their faces.
We're gonna show this world a thing or two. We're gonna show.
I'm on a bit of a Chris Farley kick right now, in case you didn't notice. Now, there's been plenty of coverage of this game already, so I'm not going to go into great detail on it. The only thing that I want to focus on is the second period of that game. That 20 minutes of hockey, from an Oilers fan perspective, was almost unwatchable. I don't mean to take anything away from the Devils here, but I didn't think New Jersey did anything particularly special. They won puck battles, they skated hard, and moved the puck well. You know, things every hockey team should just do. The Oilers literally just stood around and watched the game be played. After the game, I scoured the internet for a highlight of a very specific play in the second period, but I couldn't find one anywhere. So this still is going to have to do for the purpose of this video. Rookie Evan Bouchard was skating towards his own net with one hand on his stick and very nearly scored on his own net. You can see in this image that Talbot is not set in any way. He's off the post and he's hardly paying attention to Bouchard's handling of the puck just inches from the goalpost. Now, I'm not singling this out to pick on Bouchard or Talbot, although Talbot's giveaway behind the net would have made Ty Conklin blush. I bring it up because that play is a visual representation of the Oilers' attitude in the second period. Just a complete lack of intensity and attention to detail. I watched the Canadiens play on Wednesday night against the Leafs, and despite their obvious lack of skill, that team outplayed the high-flying Leafs by a considerable amount, especially in the third period. I don't know exactly what the problem was, whether it was Talbot letting in a bad goal, deflated the team, the players just tuning McClellan out, or, I mean, it could have just been travel fatigue. But if that Montreal roster can show up to play, then the Oilers' lack of effort is embarrassing and unacceptable. Now, I know that there have been a few teams who've been blown out early on in this season, most notably strong teams like Boston, Pittsburgh, and Winnipeg. So yeah, it is only one game. But it's the Oilers we're talking about here. Those other teams don't have the checkered past that Edmonton does. The Oilers don't have the benefit of a doubt. So when the team has a performance like that, I totally understand why the media and the fans criticize them so heavily, because we've seen so much of this kind of thing basically on a loop for most of the last 12 years. Now, I said in my season preview just how important the first 10 games of the season are, and Edmonton just blew one of the easier opportunities they're going to have. I've been keeping daily track of the standings with my daughter as a fun way to help her with her numbers. Well, since I'm staring at this thing every day, I can tell you, the Oilers are going to come home from Europe and will be in 29th or 30th place overall when they take on the Bruins on Thursday. See, us Oilers fans have seen our team finish in the bottom 10 9 out of the last 10 years. So seeing them in this position in the standings at any point in the season is very disconcerting. Let me put it to you this way. The Oilers players and coaches need to show the same urgency right now that the fan base does. It's been proven year over year that if you are 2, 3, or heaven forbid 4 points out of the playoffs on November 1st,
good luck.
The last thing anyone wants to see is another wasted season, especially with Connor McDavid on this team. Yes, it's been one game out of 82, but I'm telling you, it's a very delicate situation. The Oilers need to start treating each shift, each period, each game as a must-win situation. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving weekend. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.